Call the case of the state of Michigan versus Quantinese Tolliver, case number 24-00201.
Tiffany Woods for the people.
Assistant Public Defender Davi Lieb on behalf of Ms. Tolliver. Ms. Tolliver, could you state your name, ma'am?
Quantinese Tolliver.
Thank you. All right, we're here for sentencing today. Have you had a chance to review the pre-sentence investigation report with your client? Any corrections, deletions, or additions?
I have, Your Honor, we have no modifications, just brief allocution.
Thank you. I don't know that I'm following the recommendation as it is currently outlined. I'm not talking jail time, but there may be probationary period.
Yes, Your Honor, I did anticipate that, and I did discuss that possibility with Ms. Tolliver.
Thank you. Miss Woods.
Yes, Judge, I've also read the recommendation, and I'd also request some sort of a probationary period. I'm considering that Mr. Woods, the victim in this case, suffered a very traumatic, life-changing injury that I believe she should have some sort of supervision for some period of time. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Latham.
Thank you, Your Honor. I believe the report and recommendation here is very thorough. It does cover largely what I'm going to be saying and what Ms. Tolliver is going to be explaining to the court. This was a very tragic accident where my client did commit a moving violation, which led to someone else becoming seriously injured. She deeply regrets what happened, and in fact, when I first spoke to her about this case, she told me that she had absolutely no idea how severe the injuries to the complaining witness were. She does sincerely feel terrible about this. She understands she's not going to be driving for a year. And once she does resume driving, both after her suspension runs out and after she completes the recommended programming, she's going to be a much more careful driver. With that, I would turn it over to Ms. Tolliver and again ask the court to accept the recommendation with the understanding that a term of probation may be imposed due to the severity of the injuries in this matter.
Ms. Tolliver, you may proceed.
I would like to apologize to the courts in regards of this accident and to the person that was severely injured, like wholeheartedly from the bottom of my heart. It was a true accident, and I still regret it to this day. I think about it all the time, and I deeply apologize for it. Like, honestly.
Ms. Tolliver, I do not question your sincerity and your apology at all. I believe you that you're deeply sorry for what happened.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I am taking into consideration probation's statements about what the victim said in this case in terms of sanctions. But I'm really concerned because as I reviewed the police report, it's a situation that could have been avoided, but you were extremely impatient that day. Both the people in the car ahead of you that avoided this incident were on the same page with the fact that you kept honking at them to go because you couldn't see what they could see. And when it was your time to be more careful, you didn't because you were in an extreme rush to get somewhere. And the results are irreversible for somebody, right? And it's sad that this is where we are. But the truth of the matter is we could be in an even worse predicament.
Yes, Your Honor. And I totally understand that. I totally understand that, Your Honor. And I apologize again. Seriously.
I know. So at this point, I'm not going to follow the recommendation. I do believe that there should be at least some portion of probation. So I'm going to do a 9-month probationary period. You should not be driving because I think you have an order to not drive, and
Yes,
we should monitor that part. So I'm going to do 9 months of probation. You'll be eligible for early discharge if you complete half of that. Fines and court costs in this particular case for a total of $525. Restitution is to be determined. And I'm gonna leave that remain open for 60 days. There is no driving until your license is valid. You must complete a level 2 safety course with the AVR program within 90 days. I'm going to do a review in this particular case in 90 days. That'll put you on April 10th, 2025 at 10 o'clock a.m. I know this was an accident.
Yes, Your Honor. And I apologize to Mr. Woods again. Like,
Yeah, I know. But he has permanent damages, and I mean, it could happen to anybody, but that's why we all should just be more careful in the way we drive. And because the minute we get behind these extremely large vehicles, it's a machine, and we are basically putting our lives at stake each and every time. And the less careful people are, the more accidents that happen. So just don't drive, do what you're supposed to do. And that's, I think, how you show him that you are truly sorry. So,
Judge,
yes,
my apologies. I am just noticing, is Mr. Woods on Zoom right now? I don't know if he wants to make, I know you've already done sentencing, but I don't know if he wants to make
did not know
any.
he was here. All right. Mr. Woods,
Yes.
is there something you wanted to say, sir?
My life's been affected tremendously by this. I understand she's sorry, but I'm financially behind a lot. I have a lot of bills to pay because I'm missing a foot now. So it's been a rough year, but everyone makes mistakes and we can get past it, but it's not been easy.
I fully understand that it hasn't been for you, sir. And I'm truly sorry that this happened. She's apologized. Some things our apologies just can't fix, and it can't be fixed that easily. So it's a consequence you'll have to deal with for the rest of your life. And I'm just sorry. But I'm glad that you're alive. So it sounds like, despite the financial piece, you can appreciate that God spared your life that day, and I'm sure that's probably what keeps you going.
Oh, 100%. I shouldn't be alive, and luckily I am. So every day's a blessing, but not an easy one.
I understand.
Thank you for your time and judgment.
Thank you, sir, and you take care of yourself the best you can, okay?
All right, you too. Thank you.
You're welcome. Ms. Tolliver, I'll see you back here on April 10th.
okay. Have
Okay.
a blessed day, Your Honor.
Thank you. You
Your
too.
Honor, should Ms. Tolliver contact probation tomorrow?
Yes, please contact, do you have the phone number to contact the probation department, ma'am?
Could you give it to me?
Yes, of
Again.
course. And anybody else on the call should please write down this phone number, because many of you will need to contact the probation department after today. The phone number is 734
Yeah,
483
43,
7336.
73.
Please call them tomorrow after 9 o'clock a.m.
Okay. Okay, will do, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.